Hi, how's it going? I'm gonna be doing a analysis of the replay you sent in. My in-game name is Hendojr. I'm about a 1600 grand champ, and I saw that you needed help on rotations and a few other things, and I'm just going to go through and point out anything that I can really see off the off the surface. So we're gonna get started. You did good. You looked around where your teammates were, made sure you were going. Now that kickoff. If you look at your kickoff, I'm sure you know, don't just drive at the ball. There's a few different types of kickoff. They'll get you there a lot faster, but driving the ball is definitely not the ideal way. You want to input some sort of flip. At its simplest form, if you were to drive, do a front flip, and you'll speed up faster with saving some boost. When you get better, you'll be able to do a diagonal flip, and you can boost all the way through, and you will just get to the ball a lot faster. I recommend looking up some videos to figure out how to do a more consistent kickoff to get you there faster. But that'll definitely just help you in the core of everything. Kickoffs are just such an important part of getting your teammates into a good place, making sure that the ball starts off in a fair way. Good job looking for boost, looking for the ball. Now, I want to look at your positioning here. So, right now, the ball's being played all the way in the right corner, right? You see there's... Okay, so it doesn't show when any of the boosts are available. But how I see it right now is, instead of going all the way back to this far left boost, there's several boost pads all around you right now that you're boosting through them to grab those boosts to get an 100 in the corner. And what do you do with it? You front flip, you boosted, and you're sitting there with 86 and missing a bunch of boost pads. You could have used all of that time. You could have used all of this time right here to collect that boost pad, turn around, collect those boost pads all through the center, and instead of positioning yourself in this corner, you could have positioned yourself right about here, waiting for that play to happen. That way, right now, instead of just getting to midfield, you could be shooting that ball. Now, the higher you rank up, verbatim would have been rotating back once he either hits or misses this ball. He would have been moving. He goes to the wall, they double committed, but once he lands on the ground, his next move is to rotate back. So now, obviously, now you're challenging. I mean, he dies, but you're challenging so low that it becomes more of a 50-50 than a challenge. First off, this right here, make this a double jump. Get in the habit of doing a double jump aerial to get there as fast as possible. So that way, instead of losing that 50, you flat out just stop the ball. Because all you're doing at this point, one teammate dies and the other one's running back on the other side of the field. You need a stall. You have no time, because now look at your field. You have one guy that's going to spawn and the other one's nowhere to be found. This is essentially a 1v2, 1v3 if Kai can turn around. So this is an open net, and look, he's going to spawn on their side, and you're very lucky they didn't just shoot the ball. Let's look how you position your goal here. So, you saw that you missed it. Now, okay, so you turned. Look where you turn in the middle of this post, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. I think that something you should probably work on, though, is instead of staring at those boost pads and looking for the post, stare at the ball. Where you're looking through all of this, you're looking at that post. You don't even know if the ball was necessarily still over there or if it was coming at you just yet. Now, you took a slight glance, but honestly, you didn't need to be staring at that post. So make sure you work on when you're looking at the ball and when you're looking at the goal, because you want to really be focusing all of your attention onto where the play is going to happen next. And in order to do that, you need to know who's on the ball really at all times. Now, getting to the post is important. Getting to your boosts are important. But all you should have to do is you should be able to turn off ball cam, look at your post, look at your boost, whatever you have to look at, and then switch it back really quick. Just make sure, and that way you know where you should be going. And the more you get in the habit of doing that, the more likely you'll be able to hit the post every time that you need to hit. You'll be able to rotate where you want to go without having to rely on looking at it that much. You pushed it, which pushing here was definitely the right decision because you don't want to be stuck in a shooting situation. Like right here, you pushed up a little too far originally. Like right now, you're on the wrong post. You should be on the back post because if he shoots it high, you have to make a very quick aerial. If he passes it in to Corndog can shoot it, and the whole net is behind your car, and you cannot cover that. So if you cover the front post here, like there is an option for them to score. He just doesn't take it. You ended up rushing, right? But what should he should have instantly, as soon as he saw you push up, he should have passed that right to Corndog. Corndog was positioned perfectly for it. He just wants to receive this pass. If he just flips that right over to Corndog, that's past you. But he took a dribble and a challenge, and it gets over him, right? You instantly went for boost. So here, watch where your teammate is. So your teammate just went like right behind you, right? Yeah, you saw verbatim go behind you, so you know you shouldn't go back there, right? You know he's going there. Now you're just in no man's land, and verbatim was able to cut you in that rotation. So yeah, you don't want to right here. You definitely should probably try to know where your teammate's going. You know he's going to that back corner. Once he drives past you, you're challenging the ball. He goes to the back corner. Your next play should be, okay, we have a guy on defense. How can we transition this 50 into an offensive possession? You know one of your teammates is going downfield. So right here, when you land, pick up that boost pad to your left and start going. Pick up that boost pad to your left. Keep going downfield, picking up little boost pads because you only need 3 or 4 of those to make a confident aerial. And if you can't, go into some workshops or anything like that you can to be more confident in your getting up there quick. And like I said back at the beginning of this, you want to be doing like double aerial jumps to get there as fast as possible. Now it's situational whether you want to do 2 jumps or 1 jump, but more often than not, that 2 jump is going to be a necessity on beating people to the ball. So yeah. So hold on. Okay, so yeah. So you challenge. This looks a lot like earlier in the game where they're way downfield and you're back here on boost, right? So after you saw him take that right boost, your reaction shouldn't have been to go to the left boost because now the play's all the way downfield. You have one teammate rotating back for boost, and watch, I bet you Aces turns. Yep, Aces turns. Right there. Because of how you positioned. And you can't blame him for this because how you positioned, guess what? You're too far away from the play. You are now third man for so long. Aces picks up a boost in the midfield. He's at 100 boost at midfield. He's so close to that play with full boost. He wants to make a play on that. You're on defense now because you went to the back boost instead of taking boost pads upfield to be a part of that offense. So Aces is going to now turn. But so now Aces has the ball, but you still are just in an awkward position now because of how slow you were to rotate there. Now, I agree with the positioning. I think that right here you should be going to the place where you think the ball is going to go. Now, if you trust Aces here, there's no one to challenge him here. I would start turning left. Instead of that little hiccup right, I'd be turning left because you know he's going. His only option is to hit this off the wall of some sort, or hit it down the middle like he does. Because his 2 options here, he can either bang it straight to the wall and let it fall back mid, corner fall back mid, or he lobs it up mid. He lobs it up mid. And you know how long it took you to get to that ball where you could have been ready for anything because you know it's going mid. He only had options that he could have played that mid. So you positioning stuff to the wall just makes it to where you have no way to react to that. Alright, so with you going up for this ball, they beat you here. Like, I'm not even going to comment on mechanic as far as like getting the ball like that, but right here. So your teammate went up, he's on backboard. Your other teammate went up and he banged it, right? It doesn't even matter if verbatim's going up. Right now, if you're trying to win games and you're trying to rank up, you don't go up for this ball. I know you think that it like there's a potential of you scoring this ball. Even if you hit it, even if you score it, it's not the right decision because your goal should be I need to make sure that even if they miss the ball or even if I miss the ball, we don't get scored on. So with you going up, Asus is right there. Verbatim's right here. So if you miss the ball, all the pressure's on you. If you were to miss the ball and they hit it, it's a goal. So like that's to me, you guys almost scored off of that, but it's not the right play. Because as soon as you see him land under the ball and you see Aces over to your right, you're lucky that they don't hit the ball because if they hit the ball there and your teammate doesn't, or you don't, or whoever doesn't, that's a goal. You went all the way back, which I don't think is a bad thing. You left the middle boost for your teammates. Yeah, so now your teammates are on retreat with you. That guy turned midfield. Now, okay, so verbatim shouldn't have turned here, right? I think you get that, but the problem with it is just because you think that they shouldn't turn, right or wrong, they did. So seeing verbatim turn and seeing Asus so far up there, like he's still midfield, he just got bumped, right? Like he just got bumped. He's not gonna get back. So your move really should have been like, maybe I should play a little defensively because verbatim lost the ball. He lost it completely. You're basically counting on I could get a 50 in the midfield, and at best, what happens? Because if you lose this 50, that should be a goal. Like yes, it didn't go in. You can celebrate about that, but that should be a goal. All right. Good challenge. Nothing too big there. Teammate converts, makes a goal. All right, nice. I haven't seen you go up for any aerials very confidently. So I'm really looking for confidence in how you're playing it. So he played it mid. I mean, yeah. No, there's nothing you can do. Neither of you cheated for the ball. Okay, I guess he half cheated. And then teammate went for the mid boost. Okay, your teammate went up your butt. So you don't know your teammates to your right. But either way, why did you turn? Like the fake there's no fake challenge when they beat you up, and if you're gonna turn, get out of there. Don't fake challenge and stick around. Cause like right here, I think this is the right play, but I think you should just be on full retreat, and definitely not turning back that way. If anything, you turn around the other way, because now the ball's way too far to the left for you. You're not gonna get a good hit. So he just has to cut you off because he's already there. His positioning was poor, but he just gets a demo on you. I don't think that was terribly positioned on your part. Played it over the backboard. Nice. You missed the boost, so you should, be grabbing those. Good rotations on that net there. All right, okay, your teammate left you the ball. All right, you played wall, you got beat. How'd you get beat? Take a look. So, do you want that to bounce or do you want that to roll? I asked the question because if you roll this up, no one's on the wall and no one's going to beat you. You have a hit downfield. If you bang that off the wall, you're going to want to hit that over, well, you see the two banners up there, right? Midfield. You want to hit towards those banners, not straight at the wall. And you want to hit that with power, because what you want to do is you want to hit it downfield and you want to follow that with your 47 boost. And you can pick up the 100 or the boost pads on the way. But the worst thing you could have done there was hit it directly next to you when you know that one teammate's way downfield and one teammate's like rotating back. He's not in net yet. So now he finally gets back to net and he's forced to just bang it downfield to nothing. No teammate to receive it. So So I'm not even gonna comment. Okay, I am gonna comment. So when you're looking at your rotations back to offense, you have 60 boosts right here. Your path. Where is your two paths here? How the field is set up? You have 3 paths of boost pads all through, like, down the whole map, right? You have a left path, a mid path, and a right path. Your left path and your mid path are both good options here, and you went right between both of them. So you could have easily come out there with 100 boost. You came out with 72, which isn't bad. I think you can do a lot with your 72, but you should have come out with 100 boost and a lot more speed going into it. Right here, 48 boost. Ooh, up the wall. So yeah, 48 boost. No, you could have. So if you the wall is not a bad choice. If you pick up that mid boost there, that boost right in front of you, and you book it up the wall, I think you could get to that. But with 48 boost, it's not worth it to expend every ounce of your boost just to get to that ball. If you would have picked up those 2, you would have gotten up there with around 20 to 40 boost still in your tank after getting to the ball. But yeah, so you don't go up the wall at all. In fact, you turn backwards, not towards the ball, and you just turn backwards and you race back. You could have 50'd A-caught right there. Right here. If you would have turned, if you would have turned left, not right up the wall, you could have 50'd A-caught right there, and this wouldn't be a danger play for your net. There was no reason for you to turn around right there. I mean, I think Verbatim would have played behind you. Yeah, he would have stopped if you would have gone. Like, and I'll preach this every day. Like, yes, you scored off of it, but if you're really looking to improve, that needs to be a play where you take more confidence in your rotation, and you don't turn around and net here. Like, you don't just say, my teammate's going to go for that ball. I don't feel confident in it. Because you could then, once again, like, I think that, like, the play here is you grab that boost like you did. Honestly, I wouldn't have grabbed that boost. I would be grabbing boost pads to the left of you to go straight to your net, because to me that's a scary ball. And I would have been on that front post hitting the ball before Aka ever got there. But going for that 100 boost, you should be flipping and boosting to get to that ball to at least get a 50 on ACOT, so he can't center it. Because his teammates were positioned poorly for this pass, but what if one wasn't? Because they can beat to the ball as well. So you got lucky. You got a boomer. They were not prepared because they overextended on offense, and you scored off of it. But goals don't mean improvement. I feel like this analysis is going a lot longer than we were hoping, but right here, you're just playing the lurking ball. I don't have anything against that other than, like, you're missing every boost pad possible, and you were expending boosts to go around. So instead of, what was it? You started with 81 boosts, you boosted to 59, and then you just drove circles. And you passed up like 4 boost pads on this whole trip. Like right there, you circled around that one, you jumped over that one. Like there was a lot of boosts that you could have had to put yourself in a better situation. Now you're at 17 trying to get back, right? You picked up 1 there, and you missed another coming back, and now you're 0. Work on rotating around the boost pads, making it to where you don't have to panic and go for an 100 to get back into a play. When you're Because I think you said you were at Champ 1, right? I think that when you're looking at how you can get towards Grand Champ, it needs to be like, how can I be involved in every play I can? And the core of that really relies around how can I have boost to use all of my mechanics that I've tried so hard to learn? How can I utilize everything I know about this game? And you really have to have the boost supply to use all of your knowledge and your mechanics. And the easiest way to have that boost supply is learning the rotation around those boost pads. Not even just around your team, but rotating yourself around boost pads to go through them will save you so much time and help you position to where you're not going out of the play to get 100 boosts repetitively. And you can put the 100 boost in part of that route, but you have to think of a cost benefit. Is going for that 100 boost going to cost you more time and boost than just picking up a couple boost pads and getting into the play? Because 9 times out of 10, unless you're going for something like big, like in a cross map aerial hit, or you are trying to expend all your boost to get to an aerial first, like you don't need 100, you need more like 50, you know? Like right here, like look how much boost you actually used for this aerial, right? Like you race to this one, and it's only 20 boost. Did you double or single jump? Yeah, you only single jumped. What is that about? Like, if you would have double jumped, you used 20 boost there. If you double jump, you use 20 boost, and you beat him to the ball, and it's over his head. Right? And that's a goal if it goes over his head, because he was the last man back. Like, poor positioning on their part, that was a goal. Right here. Let's see. So yeah, your teammates to the left is you, and you have a teammate on the ball to the right. You pick up a boost pad, nice, get back. You should be flipping now. You should not be just driving and shadowing the ball, because you're never going to beat him back. You're never going to beat him to a ball here because he has 100% ball control. Like, he doesn't have a ball control, but he has the right of way. The only way you beat him to the ball is if you turn and you center the ball for him. So you have to wait for it to the corner, and he missed it, you missed it. But generally speaking, you're going to want to take the route of, I'm going to flip back as fast as possible, get onto the wall first so I can beat him to the ball. You looked out, he missed it, your teammate got a clear. Oh, and should have been another goal. All right, let's see where your other teammate is right now. Woo. Wait a second, are they both on the wall? Okay, no, he's in your net. Okay. So going out for this, okay, so your teammate went mid, you went on ball. So that works out for you, right? So what's your play? It's to center it. Okay, you can blame that on your teammate all you want, right? But here's the thing. You opted into a 50. But if you zoom, if you go back in time and watch how that led to a 50, right now, you're flipping, you're collecting some boosts, you missed 2 boost pads, and you stopped flipping, and you, like, lowered your momentum. You could have beat him to that ball. Like, look right here. You flipped once, stop boosting away, you flipped once, you slowed down and stopped, and then you had to use 40 boost just to get to the ball for a 50. That went your way, honestly. It went your way, but then teammate had a really bad touch. You're not even watching the play. Like, all of this is very fortunate it's working out for you. Like, right now, what is going through your mind right now? So you're rotating back, right? You didn't go for the boost pad in the corner. That's good because you're at 75. But you could have gone a little further, and you could have grabbed the boost, those 2 boosts right there, 1, 2, and instead of being at 75, you'd be at 100, right? But honestly, where's your teammate? Right? Teammate, and you have a teammate way over there. So, with the ball, way over, like way up in the air, verbatim should be going to back wall, which he does. You should be going back post. Or, if you could get to these, if you could boost and get to the center of your net and turn around fast enough, that's an option as well. But really, you should be right under verbatim at that post, because now verbatim's trying to go for this ball with no confidence that you're going to get it. because you cut so early. Like, I'll be honest with you. I think that right there, like, you would have beat him to back wall, and I think you could have done that. And he could have gone for the ball. It was such a slow shot. Like, right here, you should have just kept going to the wall. He would have cut in and gone to post. But and you got messed by post. That'll happen. You went to front post. You double jumped aerial. That's a good sight to see. Wasn't the best hit, but, like, good to see that you at least know how to do it. You just need to work on doing it more often. Okay. So this is a mistake that you see a lot at low level, is try. I don't think it's a mistake. I think that learning how to follow your hits here is very good. Right here, follow that hit, but you twisted your car the wrong way and started boosting in the wrong way. You have 100 boost now, and you have an incoming shot. You got messed by post a little bit, so you had to make an awkward save. That's fine. All that will happen. It's normal. You go for a double jump aerial, but you double committed. Let's see. Who'd you double commit with? Okay, so you double committed with the guy right to your right. Right? Or no, with verbatim. He halved it. Okay, he saw you going up and he went down. He was kind of ball chasing, but I guess right here, where's your third guy going? If your third guy is going for the ball, like he's sitting here on ball with you. So look at this. If you were to have missed this ball, if you get beat by anybody, where does the ball go? Like, it goes to that corner and it's getting over to the net. If you beat them to the ball, right, where does it go? And honestly, you were playing too fast for yourself, I think, with that double jump. Because you should have beat him 9 times out of 10 and it should have gone to back wall. But, like, the ball goes to this corner. Your teammate went up, so he's all messed up. And this other teammate, he abandoned play. He was like, nah, I don't want any of that. I'm going to get some boost. I'm rotating away. And now Verbatim's trying to get back. Azus, he rotates poorly to the net. And you're way out of the play because you probably shouldn't have gone for it. You know, the key to rotating isn't about what is the right, whose turn is it to go for the ball at any given time. It should be, it's conscious, like, decisions. It's an analyzing your own game during the game. It's knowing my teammate's going to be here at this time. This is where I should put the ball. This is what decision I should make based off of where my teammates are positioned. Alright, we're almost done with this game. I mean, you're up 3-0. I don't think you're really too worried about the game at this point. You're just trying to get it over with. You're like, let's burn some time. You're up 4-0 now. Whatever. So, alright. The replay just ends there. Yeah. Anyways, that is my analysis of this replay. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. If you liked it, feel free to plus rep me. And thanks so much.